Hello and welcome to the Bowl Show, all thanks to Drinkwise. You won't miss a moment if you drink wise. Great to be with you again, and we are getting into the pointy end of BPL 18 up at Club Pine Rivers. Joining me to go through all the action again today is Val Febbo from Bowls Australia. Val, how are you?
I'm fantastic, Jordan. Great to be back alongside you as per usual. It's always nice seeing your smiling face everywhere. So you're dominating the media industry, now you're dominating bowls.
Oh, likewise, good to see you as well, Val. You're also dominating. Let's kick off. I have to return the compliment. Let's kick off with the Bowls news, all thanks to OMF. Upgrade to OMF's adjustable bed base and customised comfort for improved sleep quality. As we are looking at the Moama Steamers today going up against the Melbourne Extreme. This is exactly the matchup that happened on the final day of the Junior BPL Cup Challenge, Val.
Yeah, this was an awesome initiative from Club Sunbury and the Moama Bowling Club to get the young players and the players that could be representing the BPL franchises in the future to go on and play in a BPL Cup style format and be on the big stage. They had some legends watching them. Alex Marshall, one of the greatest of all time, Karen Murphy, Aaron Sheriff. And they put on a real show with the Sunbury Extreme, or Melbourne Extreme, winning in a tiebreak. It was tight, and I had the pleasure of calling it. These players, Emily Davies, Logan Marshall, and Jonty Hayes, as well as Addie Ryan, Kane Wilson, and Josh Cartwright, they're all going to be superstars in the future, and I look forward to seeing their development.
Fantastic stuff. Great to know the future of the BPL is in fantastic hands as well as we look ahead. Val, time for my favourite segment now. Time for Around the Greens, all thanks to Bowls Australia. Local legends wanted. Search bowls clubs near me. And what have you got for us this week, Val?
Well, the Australian Open, Jordan.
Yeah.
The AO starts this week. I'm so excited to get up there June 8 to 21. And of course on June 7 on the Friday night before the AO, we usually have the Mega Bowl, which we don't usually get to stream, but we are going to be in action because it is the World Bowls Championships men's singles final rematch between Gary Kelly and Ryan Bester at the Broadbeach Bowls Club. So if you are in the area, get down there or watch it via Bowls Australia's Facebook and YouTube. But also June 8 to 21, we've got so much bowls to stream. There's 15 trophies up for grabs from the Opens to the Paras to the Juniors. It's going to be absolutely wonderful. And of course, they're going to be broadcast the finals, of course, on TV, as well as the secondary rinks on the final 2 days on the Thursday and Friday. So Jordan, very much looking forward to it, as well as my winter tan.
Yes, which I can't wait to see you come back as brown as a berry, Val.
Well, I'm pasty, so I can't wait to get out into the sun. Last year we barely saw any rain, so I was very happy. Of course, be sun smart. I'll be putting a lot of sunscreen on, but yeah, I'm very much looking forward to some warmth. Absolutely.
This week, as we alluded to before, it's a top of the table clash for one team to head straight through to the grand final. So let's have a look at the teams thanks to Right at Home. First up in this clash between the Extreme and the Steamers, it is the Moama Steamers first, Val.
Yeah, the Steamers finished on top of the table in BPL 18, and there's a reason why. They're the defending champions, but Aaron Sheriff, he'd just come off a couple of World Championships gold medals. Ryan Bester, World Singles Champion, and Cass Millerick, the Australian Open Singles Champion. And her partner, Kevin Anderson, the coach, he's the funniest man going around, Kevin Anderson. Always a smile on his face, and any time he opens his mouth, you're generally laughing by the end of it. But they're coming up against the Extreme, who, well, Ali Forsyth, he's become the skip of this team. They've sort of interchanged between him and Matty Flapper, but they work better with Ali this time as the full-time skip, so he's gone back to that position. Matty Flapper, best team man in the competition going around, and Kylie Whitehead on debut has proven to be a wonder for the Extreme, with Calvin Kirko, former Com Games gold medalist and BPL champion himself, as the coach.
Oh, what a clash we have on our hands. I can't wait to get into it. Right on the other side of this, we'll be joining the action from the greens, so don't go anywhere on the Bowl Show. Welcome back to the Bowl Show, all thanks to Drinkwise. You won't miss a moment if you drink wise. We're here at Club Pine Rivers for the semi-final of the BPL 18 competition. Let's get into the game.
So there is quite a bit of work now for the Melbourne Extreme to be done. So we see Matty Flapper has entered the arena, so he'll jump on now for Kylie Whitehead. They are obviously wanting to change things up early, get him some good rhythm and go hard on set 2.
Yeah, they will in the power play as well for Moama. So this to really put it out of reach
Yeah, it's a must-win end, obviously, for the Melbourne Extreme, or they won't need to play the 5th end of this set. So Marty Flapper will be wanting to find it early, and this one's just a touch on the short side.
A couple of 3-shot ends for the Extreme. You just never know.
Well, you
could do it.
You never know in bowls. If it's mathematically possible, it's worth trying. So they'll be out there giving it a good go.
Bester on the draw, and that's got a great line.
Yeah, nice touch on the jack.
Matty Flapper.
I got away with a sneaky one, Liam, earlier. I sent Clive a message to say that the line should replace the coach, Steve Glasson. And Steve Glasson couldn't remember who CK was, so he's obviously forgotten me pretty quick.
Gee, that's a little bit stiff. You're a cheeky, though, I must say. From you, Carla, here's Bester. On the draw. That's looking good again for the Steamers. They're all over it at the moment.
Yeah, 3 great shots by Ryan Bester. Makes things very, very hard for the Melbourne Extreme here.
All smiles, Coach Kevin Anderson at the moment. There's Matt can get it started for the Extreme. Some weight behind it.
Yeah, just wants to hold on to get inside of that. Well, a lot of work for Ali to do, but if he can somehow forage maybe a 2 out of this, you never know going into the last end. So I think that'll be the plan here. Of course, there's also the option each set they can kill the end, so they don't feel like they can make a number out of this, then we'll likely see Ali play some big weight and try and kill the end to be able to replay it.
Good chance we see that at some stage this evening. Here's Omar. Rolling to the Steamers. That might take a kiss and add to the lead for Moama.
Search up there, mate.
So the call is to search up there, so just trying to get a little bit of movement on the jack, change things up and see if they can create something out of this end.
What does this cause for the Extreme? Not really what they were after.
Yeah, just the 1 down now, but they must score on this end to keep in with the chance.
Chaos didn't favour them that time, and Omar can draw once again. One comes up short. So Ali is going to try it one more time.
Full length end, trying to get onto the jack, change something up.
Still holding that follow through. Just not online. So Moama to put this first set away. Oh, that's a great shot from Omar.
That's 2. That makes that 8-0 after 4 ends. Oops, sorry, Ali's got another one. Miscounting my bowls here. Give him another chance.
Here's Ali. So on the drive. They need some serious luck here, and they won't get it. So Moama in a dominant position here. Another 2.
Yeah, so that makes it impossible for Melbourne Extreme to win that set. So they only play the 4 ends now.
We're going to take a quick break here on the Bowl Show, but stick around for more action on the other side. Welcome back to the Bowl Show. All thanks to Drink Wise. You won't miss a moment if you drink Wise. Let's head back down to the green.
And a new set, a new look Melbourne Extreme here on the semi-final.
Yeah, and I think we'll see a change in length. I'm fairly certain they'll look for more middle length end.
Matty Flapper wasting no time.
Yep, he knew exactly what he wanted to do. And Matt's down on the middle spot. Jack's also down. He's just not going to get there. I think key to playing this length is that Ali has been playing so well on it. We saw last night the amount of conversions and draw shots, just big shots he was able to play on this sort of medium length end. So I think that's fairly certain why Matt was straight to where he wanted to put the mat down.
Yeah, he's played some massive shots on this length, Ali Forsyth. You're spot on, Carla, as Flapper. Great chance for Cass to land one and get the shot here for Moama. That will be the shot.
Yeah, handy correction. Still room for Matty if he can find the weight. He's got the line going good, just got to drop one in the middle of his first two bowls.
If it pulls up, it looks okay. In fact, it might just collect Cass Millerick's bowl.
That'll do it. Lots of encouragement from that Melbourne Extreme team.
Yeah, they've got some great chemistry, as you would know, Carla.
Yeah, Calvin looks cool, calm and collected, but he's such an anxious coach.
Not too many coaches that aren't.
No, it's just some of them really show it and some try and hide it.
Very true. So the skips.
It's Ryan Vester's family watching on. Nice to see them there supporting. Giving little Harry a hairbrush, which is nice.
On the flip side, they look very relaxed. And that is on target as well for Melbourne.
That's it. Ali just dominates on this length there, and he has for so many events.
And he's had a good week once again. Ali. Speaking of the king of the BPL, Omar, wanting to go back-to-back with his Moama Steamers. They'll need to be on target here in the second end.
That one's just pulled up a little bit shorter, so we'll see Ali swap over to the other side.
Can he double up for the extreme?
I reckon he has.
Giving it a nudge as well. I think so.
Yeah, looks like two, maybe even three.
Very close, yeah, for a third.
So it's big weight from Omar.
It doesn't quite have the line. So this could force a power play from the Steamers. One bowl each remains. Ali drawing with already 3 paddles in his favour. And that is going to go close. Just not adding to the count.
Yes, just needed a couple inches, but it's in a tricky spot, so it's going to make Omar change to a different shot, playing the back end. Is he going to get there? Look at this.
Gee, this would be some shot.
Oh, it's just run off it. He didn't need that little runner from it.
Unlucky not to cut any out as well.
Yeah, look, honestly, his weight was really, really good. Unfortunately, sort of just got a slider off that one and ended up not cutting it down at all.
So 3 on that end for the Melbourne Extreme. They lead this 4 shots to nil, and unsurprisingly, the power play activated from the Steamers. 4-0 here. Thanks to Right at Home. Switch to better quality disability support. Choose Right at Home. www.rightathome.com.au. And I'm sure Kelvin Kirko will be a lot happier with this second set, Lindsay.
I think he's much happier with the start of this one. A bit of moaning and groaning, riding every ball here, John.
It's exciting. We didn't get off to a great start. Moama played really well the first set, but we've got our length now, and I think the boys are going to be right in this.
Tell us about this length. Carla mentioned it just in commentary, but Ali just seems to dominate last night, especially on this TV ring.
Yeah, we've been playing sort of, short to medium all week, and we've been really consistent. We've had little or no bad ends, and Ali, of course, loved it last night. So we played well on the TV ring. I think we're 4 from 6, and our length, we're there.
And how much do you love this coaching gig? Obviously, you got Kylie, one of your new recruits, absolutely starring.
I haven't had to do anything but sit here, really. They've been really good all week. Kylie's been sensational. And, looking forward to a good night, hopefully.
And your old mate Glass, he was up in commentary just saying you've been touring Queensland. You're out of holiday mode now.
Yeah, it's hard to get back to reality, but that's life. And enjoying it. It's been a good week here at Pine Rivers.
Wonderful. I'll let you go relax, enjoy and get your troops home. Go the extreme.
Thank you. Go extreme.
Pretty relaxed there, Kelvin Kirko.
I'll be honest, you generally hear a few things muttering under his breath. So, like I said, he might seem cool, calm and collected, but he stresses a lot, Mr. Kelvin Kirko.
As Lindsay pointed out as well. A few noises coming from the bench there. Here's Matty Flapper. See off this power play of the extreme, we are likely headed to a tiebreaker.
The handy bowl roundabout by Matty, holding 2 here.
He's led well. Nice angle for Cass. That's shaping up nicely. And it pulls up as well. Very tight there to take the shot back from the extreme.
Yeah, I'm not sure if she's got the shot quite, but it's a good bowl in the head. That's all you've got to do, something roundabout. This means now that, Omar can play a little bit more confident rather than a dead draw.
Ali Forsyth. Finding the angle.
Yeah,
might take a touch up. Great shot.
Get the shot. He was going a little bit, but it just got the nice land on that bowl.
Omar was confident. Couldn't find his own bowl there. Kiss it forward. Ali double up on the jack.
Just lost his legs. So an opportunity here for Omar.
This is going to come down to the final shot, you suspect. Very close there and found the gap, unfortunately, for the Steamers.
So vital, really, that we see Ali try and change this up. They've got to change or they've got to get something back, really, because Omar's not going to miss twice.
No, I think you're spot on there, Carla. Last look for Ali. So he's going to take some insurance down back.
Yeah, good thinking, I reckon.
Power play for Moama. Huge shot for Aaron Sheriff.
Yeah, he's just confirming with Cass that they're holding the respot mark if it goes out.
Lets it rip on the drive, and he knew straight away that was not going to be the shot. So the extreme see off the power play and keep on marching here in the second set.
We've talked about how important it is to defend that power play, and that's what the Melbourne Extreme have done.
5 shots here to 0 after 3 ends, thanks to Geeks 2U for technology setups, repairs, and everything in between. You need a geek. Visit geeks2u.com.au and book tech support today as we measure up here, and a pretty quick decision was made. And one more for the Extreme.
Stick around for more action on the Bowl Show after the break. Welcome back to the Bowl Show, all thanks to DrinkWise. You won't miss a moment if you drink Wise. The competition is heating up here. Let's see how it unfolds.
So that really helps their cause here, and now they can activate the power play of their own. Going to be tough to stop this heading to a tiebreaker, Carla Krasanik.
Yeah, it's funny, isn't it, how things change? Set 1 was all Moama, and now all of a sudden set 2 is all Melbourne Extreme. Sometimes it's just the dynamics of the players. You know, Kylie played phenomenal, really, in that first set, but the way that the bowls fall, sometimes they just seem to be falling better for Melbourne Extreme in this set.
It's been a tale of 2 halves so far in this one, the semi-final. Steamers and Extreme. Clive Adams and Ellen Faulkner will bring us home.
Yes, thanks, Liam. Thanks, Carla. And yeah, it sums up sets play, really, doesn't it? That one set finishes and things can turn around in a heartbeat with no real reason.
And that's what makes it so exciting, the fact that you can just reset and start again.
All right, Matty Flapper, he's been another that's been in sensational form right through. The Extreme, I had the Extreme high on my list throughout the week, and I just feel like they've got the flexibility there that's really working for them, and as we've talked about, the quality that Kylie Whitehead's providing.
And it's all around the quality, but also the combinations, how the players get together is really important.
Wow. Just as we speak about the quality of the Extreme, Ryan Bestis says, hang on a sec, I'll just chuck one on the back of the jack. No trouble at all. The reply from Matty Flapper isn't far away. Oh, he's just slid past.
Great effort there from Matty. Now what's Mr. Bester got? Can he run? Another one in the area there. Big end here for Extreme if they can win this end.
All right, Ellie Forsyth heading down. Let's play his at first of this end.
Yeah, 20 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, he just disappeared off the rink for a second, but he's back now, so. Back and not far away, just on the outside of the target. He was well weighted to change it up a little. Well, what a shot that is. Does it find the gap? Does it hang in? It hangs in. 2 shots at the moment.
Inch perfect there. He couldn't afford too much movement on the jack.
Well, 2 shots to the Steamers at this point would just keep them in the area. Ali Forsyth. Well, so close to changing that, but hasn't been able to. His bowl just found its way through that little gap, and well, Aaron Sheriff really has no choice but to try and add another here. 5-0 the current scoreline. They need to try and score as many as they can here, else they can't afford to be anything safe.
Yeah, exactly. They've got to go on the attack.
Speaking of on the attack, I think Ali Forsyth might be on the attack here. Controlled weight.
Looking to rattle in here. Needs it to hold a bit. No result. Still 2 to the Steamers. Aaron Sheriff with a chance to make this 3 and just keep them alive here in this second set.
Oh, this is huge. If they can pick up 3 here, they only need 2 in the last end.
Needs it to run. He's underdone it. So it's going to be 2. Disappointment on his face as he trudges back up the other end, but 2 was the bare minimum required. It's a 5-2 lead to the extreme as we head into the final end of the second set. So the task is clear. The Steamers must find 3 shots here. And if they do so, having won that first set in such dominant style, will count to their advantage as the drawn set will see them home. Any other result, and we might well be off to a tie-break to see who takes the passage first through into the grand final of BPL 18. Do you think there's any, as we get to that tie-break, do you think there's, if we get to that tie-break, do you think that gives the sides some freedom, knowing that they've got a second chance if things don't quite go their way?
Yeah, I think so. I think you can afford, when you've won that first set, just to try and attack and do everything to try and get the second one over the line. At the end of the day, you got nothing to lose, everything to gain. Whereas the team that loses the first set, you're fighting to try and stay in the match to get to that tie-break. And I know you've been talking about on commentary what the stats are around whoever wins the second set, if the momentum's with them as they're going to the tie-break. You know, the quality of these players, I think a lot of it depends who's got the last bowl in their hand. You know, the amount of times we've seen over the last few days, the person with the last bowl has the last say, and that's proved to, you know, determine the outcome of the match one way or the other.
And then there's that extra second chance thrown in, given that this is 1v2, and whoever loses still has that opportunity to find their way through to the grand final. So it's going to be a very interesting finish here.
Yeah, and there's different schools of thought on that. You know, the team that gets through, they've got a longer break. The other team get more time out on the carpet. So there's lots of different ways. And psychologically, from a coaching perspective, you know, whatever hand your team is dealt, you play it. You know, you play it through to the advantage.
I think we're going to see big weight here from Matty Flapper. He's going to look to dispense with these Steamers bowls. And he has got all 3 of them and the jack.
I felt it from here. Did you hear the sound?
It was a crack, wasn't it, as the contact was made. And we go, as we do nearly every BPL, we have to go searching for a jack that's been belted by Matty Flapper. He's put him down the drain. He's put him into the street, into the roundabout, in the street, over the back of Pine Rivers. The LED signage is never safe. And he's always deadly accurate.
It's certainly a superpower, isn't it? If you can guarantee hitting every time.
Well, he's made this so difficult for the Steamers, but Aaron Sheriff says, hang on a sec, I've still got 3 of my own that I can get in there.
Yeah, this is going to be a big first bowl here from Ali.
He's quite got the journey, so an opportunity to put some pressure on here. Aaron Sheriff, he can draw another here. Suddenly things become a little real for the extreme. Just needs to find its way up here.
He's going to be asking the question of Ali.
Well, Ali Forsyth still got 2 bowls to play here. Needs to find that little bit more weight on his last.
And his line was perfect with his first one.
He just needs to make sure he doesn't overdo the correction now. He's not far away.
Matty likes it.
Is he going to stay on? No. Just drops in. Well, I think he'll find that Ali Forsyth will now expect to be 3 down when he plays his last bowl here. Aaron Sheriff, though, must make him play this last bowl.
He's running after it.
It's on that good line again. He's done it. He has done it.
That is brilliant, and he's not made the head any wider.
Nearly all in a line. Ali Forsyth's going to head up here and have a look and work out what the plan is. He was only just heavy with his previous attempt. It really just depends whether he's got a clear look at those bowls. Timeout has been called.
Just had a quick word there with his coach, Kelvin Kirko.
He was only a foot heavy with his previous attempt, but I think he's looking down here with some weight. The position in the grand final of BPL 18 on the line here. He's looking to contact, and he's got one. That's all he needed. Ali Forsyth delivers right to the wire. 2 shots to the Steamers, but it's not enough. It's a 5-4 second set victory to the extreme. And we're off to a tiebreak, Els.
Oh, what a finish. Omar certainly asked the questions of Ali, and Ali came up trumps with that last bowl. And that's the thing, that's all you can do. If you haven't got last bowl, you just have to take the result that's dealt to you.
We're here at Club Pine Rivers for BPL 18. More action on the bowl show after the break. We now head back out to our competitors on the green.
All 3 players will now get back out in the rink and play one end of triples to determine who goes through to the grand final of BPL 18. How good is this? And it is going to be a T-to-T length. And Cassandra Millerick first to play for the Steamers.
So this year, correct me if I'm wrong, Clive, but we haven't seen many going for the jack with the first bowl, have we?
No, I think that shot is seen as a little bit more difficult on this rink than perhaps down at the Moama rink.
Okay.
I think that's the feeling. Now, this first bowl, just going to pass the jack, and that is A1 position by Cassandra Millerick.
Oh, that is a brilliant opening bowl there from Cass. She'll be delighted with that.
And Kylie Whitehead with her opportunity. Remember, the loser of this match gets their double chance and will face the Tweed Heads Ospreys for a spot in the grand final. The winner of this match puts their feet up and waits while those 2 teams battle it out.
That's a really good bowl there from Kylie as well.
Both teams get a timeout back in the tiebreak, and they also get an option to kill the end in the tiebreak. Kylie will just be pushing up here again to land somewhere around this jack or just past it, maybe land on the shot bowl. Gave it a chance. Is it going to pull up? Not quite, but another bowl passed and could be useful. Occupies the tee.
Yeah, it does a job there, that is for sure. Gives those that are following you a chance.
The bowl of Cassandra Millerick that's come up right on the line. It'll be interesting to see if that plays a part in terms of blocking any weighted shots on this end.
Another bowl in the head there from Ryan Bester.
And the Steamers bowl's just fallen over. Just given a slightly more inviting target to play to on the backhand for Matty Flapper, and that's where he's going. Just going to go on, as you hear from Ali Forsyth.
It's a good effort. We heard earlier that it was a little bit sticky on that side of the rink, so it makes sense to play slightly narrow of the line. And he, of course, have finished in a good place.
There's the call. So basically leaving it up to Matty how much weight he wants to use. Is he getting down? Just stayed out. Just stayed out wide enough to get past the target.
And so important that a player gets to choose their own weight. You know, there's not many circumstances where you have to specify a particular weight to be played. So always put it in the hand of the player. They'll have what we call their sweet spot.
Yep.
You know, their most comfortable weight. Let somebody play what their most
play whatever
is.
comes out. Yep.
Yeah.
Aaron Sheriff now with the decision to make as to whether he tries to draw anything close here or just stays clear of it. Certainly wouldn't be surprised to see him stay clear of it and just try and get past. But that might not be the case. Well, he's put another one in there. Now, importantly, the front two of those three don't connect really with the back, with the third bowl there. The angles mean that if two of them go, the third one probably stays. I don't think it's going to stop Ali from attacking.
Nah, and of course Omar's just got a toucher with that last bowl as well. So if it does go in the ditch, it's still in play.
Is this getting down? He's very close. What's he got? Ali Forsyth. He's popped the jack out to the side. I believe it has stayed in bounds, and it is one. Ryan Bester signalling one to the Steamers at the moment, I believe. As you can see that bowl out in the wing. Well, that's Ryan Bester's signal. It is one to the Steamers, according to his look at it.
Well, this is going to be interesting, isn't it? Has there been many bowls out?
There hasn't been much out here at all. The first decision is, do you go inside out or outside in? He's going the forehand, so it'll be outside the rink for the majority. Oh, hang on. Might have just been a little bit of movement down in that corner, but he's right to go now. Aaron Sheriff. Can he come up with something here? They're urging it to hold out. Well, he's made it more difficult. Well, here we go. This is it for a spot in the grand final, Els. Can Ali Forsyth come up with it? I've got sweaty palms.
I know, I'm nervous. Well, we're going to find out soon enough. Of course, a left-hander, so we'll get a different line to Aaron Sheriff. Here we go.
He was the hero last night. Ali Forsyth is definitely wider than the previous attempt. He doesn't mind it. He doesn't mind it. The hands are in the air. And the extremer in the grand final. What a shot from Ali Forsyth. What a fantastic bowl. He stepped up last night and he's done it again.
What a fantastic finish. That is not easy to play to a jack out on that side of the ring. That is unbelievable from Ali Forsyth.
He knew it about 2/3 of the way down that he was good. He put the hands in the air, and those hands put the extreme straight into the grand final. Lindsay's got him right there.
The energy's amazing. Ali, you're into the grand final.
Yeah, amazing. Wasn't looking good there after the first set. We didn't have a Scooby-Doo, but just need to settle down and just get a couple handy and find our length. And yeah, thankfully that was probably the first place I'd look like drawing a shot for 5 ends, so pretty happy.
Tell us about that last end. You played an amazing shot to get it out there to start with. How close, when you let that bowl go, did you know you kind of played the match winner?
Oh, I wasn't until about halfway. I had sort of struggled to get the weight down there, and getting it out on that fresh carpet there out wide, I wasn't too sure, but once I saw it being back under the seam there, I was pretty comfortable.
Wonderful. Well played. Well done. Our first team into the grand final.
Thanks very much. Cheers.
What a match that was. Join us on the other side of the break for the Bowl Show Awards. Back soon. Welcome back to the Bowl Show. All thanks to Drink Wise. You won't miss a moment if you drink Wise. Well, after a monster 10-0 first set. The Melbourne Extreme hold on to win on that last bowl. What a game, Val, as I welcome you back.
Unbelievable. What a finish. Ali Forsyth coming up clutch yet again. And I'm so impressed with how they've managed to turn themselves around this tournament. They've gotten into a second grand final as a franchise, have the Extreme, and I'm looking forward to seeing what they can do when they meet their eventual foe. It's
now time to get into our awards at the end of the show, starting with the play of the day, all thanks to Aero Bowls. The same line every time. What have you picked out for us, Val?
Well, I've got this from Ali Forsyth here, and what impressed me the most was his ability to come up clutch time and time again. As you see, Ryan Bester looking after Aaron Sheriff there, as he always does. He's a very team-orientated man, is Ryan Bester. But Ali Forsyth here, the whole tournament, coming up clutch. They're down game here. They're ahead 3 and it would only be a tied set, but because they lost the opener, he needed to clear out one of those bowls, and that's exactly what he did. Sent it to a tie break, and of course, all you need to do is win a set to send it to a tie break, and he got the job done, and they moved through to the final.
We now move on to our player of the match, thanks to Bowra and O'Day, because the little things are everything, and that leads us nicely into this.
Well, yeah, it had to be Ali again. The way that he was able to take the skip's reins, as I said at the start of the show, and really make it his own through this tournament. He just gave them that anchor, whether it was Matty Flapper leading or Kylie Whitehead. Both of them provided great foils for him to go and do his business at the end of the end. So really impressive what he was able to conjure up throughout the entirety of the tournament, and it's got them through to a grand final, so he thoroughly deserves the player of the match.
And finally, the moment of the match, all thanks to Drinkwise. If you're choosing to have a drink, choose to Drinkwise.
Well, I think Moama, it would be stiff not to give them anything, and their 10-0 first set, that does not happen much, and to do it in a final is really impressive. They were mighty in this opening stanza, and Aaron Sheriff was doing Aaron Sheriff things, so was Ryan Bester, and yeah, to take a 10-0 first set, it's not easy to do. So it was impressive, but equally as impressive was the Extreme coming back.
Absolutely, yeah, to lose that first set in the way that it did, but then to come back for the Extreme was very impressive. That's all we have time for on the show for this week. Thank you very much for joining us again, Val.
Thank you, Jordan. It's been a pleasure as per usual.
And we'll be back here same time, same place next week to see you from then for more action from BPL 18. From all of us here at The Bowl Show, thanks for watching. The Bowl Show would not be possible without the generous support of Drinkwise. You won't miss a moment if you drink wise. OMF. Upgrade to OMF's adjustable bed base for customised comfort and improved sleep quality. Bowra and O'Day, because the little things are everything. Right at home, improving the quality of life for those we serve. Aero Bowls, the same line every time. And of course, Bowls Australia. Local legends wanted. A Bowls Green is just up the road. Search Bowls clubs near me.